We may not be seeing like all the snow this winter so far. I'm like, cross my fingers maybe a little bit. But the cold, dry weather, it's still causing a lot of issues. Maybe not so much on those roads, but for our bodies. From itchy ears to cracked hands and feet, wintertime brings a host of uncomfortable problems with it. So today we're sharing helpful remedies to keep you feeling your best all season long. And our favorite pharmacist, Phil Cowley, joins me in the studio today to share those solutions. That's a tongue twister. Share those solutions.
And Pharmacy Phil doesn't help
Pharmacy
anything.
Phil. I mean, we're all in. No, I think this is a good one because these are things that maybe we don't even notice are happening more in the winter, or maybe they are kind of plaguing you in those ailments, but you've got solutions that are simple and easy and we all can do.
Absolutely. Did you know that scratching and itching is all psychosomatic?
No.
So the more that I do this, I got like half your audience out there scratching themselves because they're realizing right now they've got itchy places.
Yeah.
And one of the places that's the worst to have itch is inside the ears. If you ever met anybody with itchy ears, it drives them nuts.
Yes.
So then you pull out the Q-tip and you put the Q-tip in there, and when you do that, you scratch the inside of the ear, and it makes everything worse and worse and worse.
Because of that psychosomatics.
Because, and now you're like, oh, now it itches, and you've scratched everything else. There's actually some really simple ways to get rid of that itchy ear, and itchy ears have a lot to do with earwax. Because when the earwax dries, it starts to pull on that skin, so it itches.
That makes
so
sense.
a really simple thing to do is you go get yourself some Nasacort. Now, Nasacort is triamcinolone, which is just a nasal steroid. The nice thing is they formulated it in a way that it's really soft on the ear. Now, if your ear is leaking or if you have ear infections, don't use this stuff.
Right.
This is like a solid, intact ear.
Okay.
But what you do is you take a little dropper and you get a little bit of mineral oil.
Okay, this is like mineral oil that I'm using.
Just mineral oil for everything else.
Yeah.
Now, mineral oil is like the otolaryngologist's favorite thing to put inside of an itchy ear. So you just take one dropper of the mineral oil.
Okay.
And then we just take one, and it's just even parts. So as much as you want to put in there is just fine.
Okay.
Then we take the same amount of triamcinolone. So that steroid's going to help reduce that inflammation that you've got going on there, and then it's also going to help reduce how dry it is in there. Then the mineral oil is going to make this nice protective coat. So you shake that up. Here, watch, it's going to turn purple. I'm just kidding, it doesn't change colors.
I was like, it's a science project.
It doesn't change purple. No, just a few, and then after that, all you got to do is take 2 or 3 drops, put that in like twice a day.
Okay, and I'm not cleaning this out, I'm just letting it sit.
Just let it sit, it's going to roll in there. The steroid's going to get rid of the inflammation, stop the itch. The mineral oil is going to get rid of all of that problem that you have, so it's going to fix the skin like a lotion.
Okay.
And the best part about mineral oil is it helps break down the waxes that are inside there so they don't rebuild.
Okay, so if I do tend to have a lot of earwax, this is something that's not only going to help the itchy ears, but also the earwax itself.
Absolutely. Now, earwax is terrible. I don't know if you've ever looked inside your kid's ear, so I brought some with me.
Oh, great.
No, I'm just
Perfect.
kidding. I didn't
Thanks so much. Thanks.
I didn't bring any earwax with me, but earwax is worse this time of year, especially in Utah. Earwax is made up of both water as well as proteins. It's got a ton of wax in there, but we lose all that water, and so it shrinks. So then you get those potatoes growing out of those ears, so the ear can't hear anything.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to use on is actually just hydrogen peroxide.
Really?
So they have those earwax kits, and they've got carbamide peroxide, but hydrogen peroxide is substantially better, but it causes your ears to be more dry when you're finished. But I just fixed that already. So what you do is use the hydrogen peroxide, drop that into that ear, it'll buzz, it'll fuzz, it'll sound like there's bacon in there.
Oh.
And then you just rinse it out again and again, do it 3 or 4 times, and when you're finished, use the Nasacort with the mineral oil, and your ears will be just super clear.
And I can do this with my kids.
Absolutely do it with your
If I
kids.
can get them to hold still.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, all you gotta do is put the right Bluey episode on, and you're good to go. They're not moving. They don't even know you're doing anything.
You're absolutely right. It's past the parcel at our house. That's the.
Is that the one? There's always a show. You turn it on.
Yeah.
Don't make a deal. Just turn on the show, and away we go.
I love that. Okay, next we're going to talk about hands, feet. I feel like this is a big one for people. We're always washing our hands. Our feet get dry and cracked. What do you have for us with this one?
So our hands have a lot of layers of dead skin on them. And because of that, what'll happen is that skin, it's dead, and it keeps making these cracks. Dead skin has cracks in it. And so it just peels back. And we think that if we cover it with something really thick, it'll take care of it. So we end up like slathering it with Vaseline or something like that. And we realize they're not getting better. What we've got to do is you've got to take the top layers off and let the young skin come in. Our skin grows from the bottom out. So my very favorite recipe to do on that is just some urea 20%.
Okay, what's this?
Urea it's a chemical that grabs onto decaying tissue. So, which is all of us.
Well, sorry I asked.
But with that urea, what it'll do is it isolates the keratinized, the tissue that's already done, and it isolates that and gets rid of it. Your brand new cells, it doesn't want anything to do with it. So when the urea, you take 20% urea, and you can actually mix that in with your favorite lotion you already have, or you can use it direct depending on how much you want to get. But when they're really, really terrible, you take the urea 20% and you mix it with hydrocortisone. Look at that. I set it up nice, and then I knocked it all
lovely.
over.
It's fine.
That's as good as I get. So the hydrocortisone cream,
Okay.
you add that directly to it. Now you're going half urea, 20%, half hydrocortisone.
Okay.
This mixture right here, if you put that on the worst skin you have, hydrocortisone at 0.5% brings in more moisture into the tissue because it reduces the inflammation. It's inflamed, so the moisture can't get through. And so by putting more moisture in there and then taking off that keratinized tissue, we're golden. It's all taken care of.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course. What else? What's last? What else can we talk about?
Now, the last one I want to talk about is your noses. So everybody complains about a stuffy nose. Chronic sinusitis, they have all this thing. And inside the pharmacy, you'll go into an ENT or you'll go into one of these doctors and they'll say, you have a lot of inflammation in your nose, and they'll send you home on maybe a steroid.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what they do.
Been there, done that. It's fine. We're
I
keep
wonder
going.
If I ruined that. Did I ruin my mic?
It's fine. Keep going. You're fine. Keep going.
So with the Nasacort, it does help, but there's a better way to do it. When you take Miralax, now Miralax is usually used for...
Okay, sorry. You keep going.
Miralax is used for constipation normally. What it's got is polyethylene glycol in it. Polyethylene glycol is an osmotic. So what we do is when we take a little bit of Miralax, which is a teaspoon, and we just put it right into the Nasacort this time.
I mean, we've already made a mess, so why stop now? You know, it's fine.
You knew what you bought when you got me here.
You're
I've been
1,000%
consistent,
right.
if nothing else.
Very on brand today.
So when you put those two together, now what we've done is we've added an osmotic. When you spray this up into your nose now, it's going to make a gel that's going to sit along the edge of that nose. When that gel's there, it's like it can trade the water from outside and inside better, so it makes the tissue that runs along your nose and into your sinuses has this gel that'll always rehydrate it. If you keep the hydration along that mucosal membrane, that membrane that's in there, you don't crack, you don't inflame. If you don't inflame, then everything doesn't get puffy. If it doesn't get puffy, then you breathe better. So by adding a little bit of Miralax to your nasal spray, you're going to find a huge difference on how well you can breathe.
Your beautiful brain. I'm sitting here like, I understood about 20% of that, but what I do know is that if I add some Miralax to my Nasacort, I'm going to have less drippy nose.
That's right, less drippy nose, and you're going to feel better. You're going to breathe deeper, so you want to do it. So hydrocortisone and urea for your hands, Miralax with Nasacort for your nose, and Nasacort and mineral oil for your itchy ears, and then you won't scratch
and just
anymore.
wipe all the rest on your smock and you're fine.
Right, it's just where it goes.
Yeah.
That's why we wear smocks. Why would you do it?
If we want to continue this conversation and all the other fun things you talk about, where can we find you?
I'm on all the socials as Phil's my pharmacist, which I love that part. And absolutely, I have a podcast as well, Take Your Medicine.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's really fun. I get to be me. So for me, it's fun. I don't know about everybody else listening, but for me, it's just great. I just be me the whole time.
Phil, well, listen, if you get to be you, that's the best kind of you. I love that. Thanks so much.